Happy week 7 for our distance learning. We are so close to the finish line. You guys are doing amazing, and I'm so proud of all the hard work you've been doing. So let's get started with week 7. So as you know, on our homepage, you have your announcements at the top. We have our little key buttons to help you get to where you need to go. For our week at a glance, there is all the assignments you need to do for the week and the link to have it downloaded if you would like. But let's go ahead and get started on our modules. So this week for science, you have 2 assignments. You have They Go Together and the Energy That Moves You. I have a note from Miss G for science. She says that this week for science, you have 2 assignments. For both assignments, you will need to take your time and read the information that you are given. Once you are finished reading the information, you will need to take a quiz. Make sure to take your time, and if you need to use extra tips, use them. We believe in you. So going through, making sure you're clicking on each one. Make sure you're going through each page. If it has notes where it wants you to do, take your notes, read through it. This is so you understand it, so when you get to the quiz, you're ready for it. And that is for science. So remember, if there's a rocket ship, there's a quiz. So there are 2 quizzes in science this week. And let's look at math. So math, there are 4 lessons in math. And for math, for lesson 18, you're going to do problem number 1. 19 and 20, you're going to do them with the video. So going through the video, and it's going to walk you through it. And 21, you're going to complete 3A in your problem set. Remember, if you want to complete more problems than what is required, go for it. We will love to check it and see your hard work, but you're only required to do those ones that suggested. Number 1 on those, the ones with the videos, and 3A for 21. All right, because math, we are continuing to work on looking at perimeter and looking at the squares for perimeter and including it with area to being able to tell the difference between area and perimeter. For ELA, you have 3 assignments. And if you remember, Ms. Handon always makes us this lovely page to kind of walk us through each part to the ELA. So when you read eyes, that's spy. We're going to have for each section, there's a little enrichment part. I'm going to teach you about irregular verbs. I'm going to write some things about it, and then you have a quiz at the end of it. For your bioluminescence, I'm going to practice on your words, thinking about some comparing and contrast, checking your work. This part, your publish and pride, I want to mention. So you have a writer's publishing checklist. I would love to see this submitted with your end writing. I want to see you checking your work, checking your publishers before you turn this in. Does your writing have all of these things? Because if you go through this and your writing has every piece, you're probably going to get all points because you have everything you need to have. So use your checklist, just like we have our checklists in class to check that you have everything. And you will submit your final copy of your writing or your information of writing. Remember, this one is how is light produced in nature. So you should have 3 paragraphs on how that light's produced in nature. And then lastly, after you submit your writing right here, your writing goes in this compare and contrast bioluminescence. So excited to read them. We will be starting a new module next week. So it's got your pre-test for you. Don't forget to submit your reading log. I love to read about what you're reading. As you know, reading is one of my favorite things to do. I love to read, and I love to read what you are reading, because sometimes I've even read your books. I'm like, ooh, I need to get that book. It sounds super exciting. For social studies, you have a sticking with the government activity. So you're going to go through, read each part, but there is a worksheet for you. I suggest that you download the worksheet before you start reading, so that way you can work as you read. It's talking about our different branches again and their responsibilities, but all about the Florida government. All right. And it's going to be submitted here. Don't forget to submit your PE log. Working hard on your art. Make sure you're being extra careful of reading the directions for art. Third grade, as you know, we have a competition in music between our intermediate grades. So let's be the top grade this week. As you see, we only have week 8 and week 9 left, so we're almost there. I'm so proud of all the hard work you have been doing this past couple weeks, and I'm proud of you. Keep up the hard work. We are almost there. We're almost at the end. You can do this. I have faith in you. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week with Week at a Glance with Ms. Berryman. Bye!